Amy Watson has been waking up Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky for nearly 20 years. Her name is synonymous with News Channel 5 as she's walked so many of us through tragedies, heartbreak, hope, and happiness. She's been living her dream, but now it's time to close this chapter of her story, which started so many years ago growing up in Murray, Kentucky.
As a little girl, Amy Bryan was always curious.
I used to read out loud to my parents the newspaper.
She'd even tape record herself.
The event was billed as a groundbreaking ceremony for new Job Corps Center in an isolated section of Edmonson County.
And then when I got into high school, we had a TV station, and I got to do the very first newscast. And honestly, that hooked me. I knew I loved current events, and I loved to read and present. And then I was done. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do, to tell people stories.
And not many have done it better. But let's build to that, because we all have to start somewhere. And for Amy Bryan Watson, it started where it ends, in Hopkinsville. After graduating from Murray State University, Amy got to work sending out resume tapes.
I sent probably 100 tapes all over the country. Nothing.
But despite some doubts, she had what it takes to pursue journalism. Perseverance paid off.
Ann Petrie was the news director and anchor at TV 43 in Hopkinsville, and for some reason, she saw potential in that first reel right out of college, and she gave me a shot.
With stops in nearby cities like Cape Girardeau and Chattanooga, and a long stint as evening anchor in Paducah at WPSD-TV, Amy ultimately, though, made a selfless decision to step away and help raise her children. Her career in TV news was over until fate intervened.
Charlie Neese and I, who was a meteorologist here for years at News Channel 5, we both worked at KFVS-TV in Cape Girardeau.
A friend had once mentioned to Amy that if she ever wanted to reach her dream of working in television in Nashville, she should reach out to her former colleague who was now at the Big Nickel.
So when they were looking for a new morning anchor here in 2006, Charlie was in a meeting and he said, "Your name just popped into my head."
But Amy was out of the business. She was a full-time mom.
And he emailed me, he tried to call me.
Charlie finally got in touch with Amy through her husband, Derek, and Charlie was blunt.
"I want you to have this job."
But the Watsons had moved back to Hopkinsville for Derek's job. They had 2 mortgages and 3 growing children.
It was really a trying time for my family, and when this job came through, I really got on my knees and just thanked God.
It was a blessing from above. But it did mean over an hour commute from Hoptown each morning in the middle of the night.
The hardest part about the commute and the shift is getting up at 1 a.m.
When the kids were little, it meant them tucking mom into bed. But it allowed time for other opportunities.
I could pick up the kids from school. I could take them to soccer and to dance, and we could do all those things, and we could eat together as a family. That was so important to us, to have family meals together.
The fact that you raised 3 children, drove over an hour to work each and every day in the middle of the night, hit some deer along the way.
Yeah,
and still made it in
5
safe.
deer.
Not that we're counting, but honestly, to still be as perky and as professional as you've been, how hard has that been to still maintain such a great face and such a positive attitude throughout all of that?
It is hard because I want to be genuine and I want to be real. And when things happen with the kids or whatever is going on in your life that might not be so great, you still have to come on and you have to ease people into the morning. And you want to be that pleasant personality or that face that people can relate to.
And they have for nearly 2 decades in Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Whether it was snowstorm coverage out in the cold for hours.
Leland said it was going to happen, and it's here, about a half an inch of snow in Hopkinsville right now.
Or getting stuck in traffic for all to see, a moment so many still remember.
3 hours, 37 minutes and counting. I've been trying to make my way into Nashville.
Or just trying to keep a straight face.
All right, well, the world's friendliest beaver will have another place to call home. Cookies. I knew y'all were going to lose it. I actually meant to go in and change this.
Her accolades showcase her accomplishments. 9 Emmy Awards, amongst many others. You might wonder how someone who seemingly has it all could walk away from an accomplished career where she still has so much more to give. Time changes priorities. Amy wanted more time with family, especially with her mother.
I want to honor her by being there through the end of her life.
Amy was there for her mother, who sadly passed at the end of September. You know, we like to think of ourselves as one big family in the mornings here, and for those of us who've been lucky enough to work by Amy's side, it comes as no surprise she's continuing to put others first. She's left such an impression on all of us, especially Leland Statham, who's worked with Amy for nearly 20 years.
I will miss having her around big time because, again, you know, when it's a friend, it's tough to see them go.
They were instant friends with kids around the same age.
From the beginning, there was just a great connection.
Whether it's out at community events, reporting live from the field, or sharing your stories, Amy's connection through authenticity and empathy shine through. Perhaps never more so than in her recent series, My Hero, where she highlights everyday citizens doing extraordinary things.
And it is very emotional because this is my life's work. And it's really hard when you've known you've wanted to do something since you were a little girl to all of a sudden, you know, take it and tuck it away and move on to a next chapter. But I am excited about the next chapter, whatever that may be.
As she's always done, Amy will put family first, taking care of everyone who needs help from her, but will deservedly so take time for some self-care.
I want to take time to focus on my health. You know, raising 3 kids, working full-time, I really haven't had a lot of time to take care of myself, and I want to do that. I'm going to start exercising regularly. I'm going to sleep better. I want to learn how to cook a little bit better, which my husband is very excited about.
Her husband, who's been with her every step of the way.
It's my first and only viewer on MSU TV 11.
Yeah, baby.
From those days in the 80s to now, he gets up every morning with me and makes me a cup of coffee and walks me out to my car at 2 a.m. And he really has been everything through all of this.
While those 1 a.m. wake-up calls will stop and the hour-long drives will end, her sweet family will now see more of her, although it means less of Amy for us. And while it's sad and we will miss her, she's going to miss all of us, too.
I'm going to miss the people, and I think most of all, Ben, I'm going to miss telling people's stories. People have invited me into their homes. They've accepted me. I'm so grateful for that. And forging those friendships and those bonds, I'm going to treasure that for the rest of my life.
And we will treasure you forever and always.
Thank you.
We love you.
I love you, dear. Thank you. Oh, Ben, thank you for telling really my life story there. I appreciate it. And we should thank Evan Huddle and Mike Rose, too, who have helped with these stories. It truly is the only thing I've really ever wanted to do since I was about 7, speaking into my dad's tape recorder.
Speaking of that, when you had recently been archiving a lot of your stuff from when you were younger and when you started out in your career, but to have that tape recording when you were a little girl growing up in Murray is like the coolest thing that you'll cherish forever.
Yes, I will.
So wonderful that your dad found that.
And how did I sound so country? What?
What are you talking about?
No.
It sounded amazing.
Edmondson County. He handed it, we were at home recently, and he had it in an envelope. Let's see, there's my dad.
It's right there.
I had it in an envelope, and he said, it's you, and I think you and Philip was reading a report into the tape recorder. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but having those things archived. And a thank you again to John Nicholson at Hilltop Recording in Nashville for dubbing all that over. It was really neat to take a look back and see really how far you've come.
We've got a lot more to come too. Nikki D, I know you talked to this precious family that's waiting over here too about some of their things, favorite things about it.
They are a true joy. Like it's just a joyful, loving family, and Oh my goodness. I'm just so thankful. I told your sister not too long ago that they've let me have a sister too, because I'm just so grateful.